Hey, I've got a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, I want you to try the morning routine I'm about to share. It's only 10 simple things, but they're so powerful, they could change your life. Sounds big, right? Well, it is. These habits have been used by some of the smartest, most successful people ever. And now, you can use them too. But here's the catch. You've got to commit. No half doing it. Because if you do, you'll see amazing results. You'll feel happier, more focused, and Marcus Aurelius, a wise Roman emperor, once said ready to crush your goals. But if you don't try this challenge, you'll be missing out. Big time. While others are transforming their lives with these habits, you'll be stuck in the same old routine. Don't let that happen. In this video, I'll show you exactly what to do each morning. It's easy, I promise. But the results? They're incredible. So, are you up for the challenge? Are you ready to join the ranks of the happiest, most successful people? Watch this video now and let's get started. Your amazing life is waiting. 1. Think about how short life is. When you wake up, take a minute to remember that life doesn't last forever. This might sound scary, but it's actually a good thing. It helps us appreciate each day more. D. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. He wasn't trying to bum us out. He wanted us to remember that every day is special. Imagine you're playing your favorite video game and you only have one life left. You'd play extra carefully and try to make the most of it, right? Well, that's how we should treat each day of our real life. So, each morning, ask yourself, if this was my last day, how would I want to live it? This doesn't mean you should do crazy stuff. It just means you should try to be the best version of yourself. Maybe you'd be extra kind to your family. Maybe you'd finally start that project you've been putting off. Or maybe you'd just take an extra moment to enjoy your breakfast. Remember, we don't know how many days we have left, but we do know we have today. So let's make it count. By thinking this way, you'll start to notice all the good stuff in your life. The taste of your favorite food, the laugh of your best friend, the feeling of sun on your face. All these little things become more special when we remember they won't last forever. This might seem like a heavy way to start the day, but trust me, it's not about being sad. It's about being alive. It's about squeezing every drop of awesomeness out of each day. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, take a deep breath and think, I'm alive. I have another day. How can I make it amazing? 2. Write in a journal. Journaling. I know. Writing in a diary might sound like something from an old movie, but trust me, it's super powerful. Seneca said, I examine my entire day and go back over what I've done and said, hiding nothing from myself, passing nothing by. Basically, he's saying that writing stuff down helps us understand ourselves better. Here's how you can do it. Grab a notebook and a pen. It doesn't have to be fancy. Even a regular school notebook works. Now, every morning, write down your thoughts. It's like texting, but to yourself. Start by writing 3 things you're thankful for. Maybe you're glad it's not raining, or you're excited about lunch, or you're happy your dog exists. Anything goes. Next, write about any problems you think you might face today. Maybe you have a big test, or you're nervous about talking to your crush. Writing it down helps you feel more ready to deal with it. You can also write about your dreams from last night, or what you want to do today. There are no rules. The important thing is to get your thoughts out of your head and onto the paper. Writing in a journal is like having a secret friend who always listens and never judges. It's a safe place to be honest about your feelings. And the cool thing is, when you look back at your old entries, you can see how much you've grown. Don't worry about spelling or grammar. This isn't for school, it's just for you. Write like you talk. Use emojis if you want. Draw pictures. Whatever feels right. And hey, if writing isn't your thing, you could try voice recording instead. The important part is getting your thoughts out there. Remember, your journal is private. You don't have to show it to anyone if you don't want to. It's all about being real with yourself. So tomorrow morning, give it a try. Write down whatever pops into your head. You might be surprised at how good it feels. 3. Set daily intentions, not goals. Now, let's talk about setting intentions for your day. This is different from setting goals. Goals are about what you want to achieve. Intentions are about how you want to be. Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. He's telling us to focus on who we want to be, not just what we want to do. Here's what that means. Instead of saying, I want to get an A on my math test, you might set an intention like, I want to approach my math test with focus and calmness, no matter how hard it is. See the difference? The first one is all about the result. The second one is about how you handle the situation. And here's the cool part. You have way more control over how you act than what grade you get. Setting intentions is like giving yourself a superpower. It helps you stay cool when things get tough. For example, if your intention is to be kind, you're more likely to keep your cool when your little brother annoys you. Here are some examples of intentions you could set. Today, I will be patient with myself and others. I will face challenges with courage. I will look for ways to help someone else. I will be curious and open to learning new things. You can write your intention down in your journal or say it out loud to yourself in the mirror. Some people like to set a reminder on their phone so they see their intention throughout the day. The cool thing about intentions is that you can't really fail at them. You just keep trying your best. And even if you mess up, which everyone does sometimes, you can always start fresh with your next choice. Setting intentions helps you become the kind of person you want to be, one day at a time. It's like leveling up in a video game, but in real life. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, how do I want to show up in the world today? That's your intention. Now go out there and rock it. 4. Do something uncomfortable. Alright, this next one might sound a bit weird, but stick with me. Every morning, try to do something that makes you a little uncomfortable. A Stoic named Seneca said we should sometimes be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress. He's basically saying we should practice being uncomfortable sometimes. But why would we want to be uncomfortable on purpose? Well, it's like working out for your mind. When you lift weights, you make your muscles stronger. When you do hard things, you make your mind stronger. Here are some ideas. Take a cold shower. Skip your favorite breakfast treat. Wake up 15 minutes earlier than usual. Do 10 push-ups right after you get out of bed. Say good morning to a stranger. These things might not be fun in the moment, but they help you in 2 big ways. First, they make you tougher. Life isn't always easy, right? By practicing small hard things, you get better at handling big hard things when they come along. Second, they make you appreciate the good stuff more. That hot shower feels amazing after you've had a cold one. Your favorite snack tastes even better when you don't have it every day. It's important to remember, the goal isn't to make yourself miserable. Start small. Maybe your uncomfortable thing is just standing on one foot while you brush your teeth. That's totally fine. The important part is that you're challenging yourself a little bit. You might even find that some of these uncomfortable things actually feel good after a while. Lots of people end up loving cold showers once they get used to them. Remember, being tough isn't about not feeling discomfort. It's about feeling the discomfort and doing the thing anyway. That's real strength. So tomorrow morning, pick one small, uncomfortable thing to do. It might not be fun in the moment, but I bet you'll feel pretty proud of yourself afterward. 5. Practice mindfulness or meditation. Now let's talk about something that might sound a bit mysterious. Mindfulness and meditation. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Marcus Aurelius, that wise Roman emperor we mentioned earlier, said, confine yourself to the present. He was talking about focusing on what's happening right now instead of worrying about the past or future. Mindfulness and meditation are ways to practice this. Think of it like a workout for your brain. Just like you exercise your body to make it stronger, you can exercise your mind to make it calmer and more focused. Here's a simple way to try it. 1. Find a quiet spot where you won't be bothered. 2. Sit comfortably. You don't need to twist into a pretzel shape. 3. Close your eyes. 4. Focus on your breathing. Feel the air going in and out of your nose. 5. When your mind starts to wander, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath. 6. Start with just 5 minutes. You can set a timer on your phone. That's it. It's normal for your mind to wander. The practice is in noticing that it's wandered and bringing it back. It's like training a puppy. You have to keep gently guiding it back. You might be thinking, this sounds boring. Why would I want to do this? Well, there are some pretty cool benefits. It can help you feel calmer when you're stressed. It can help you focus better in school or while doing homework. It can help you understand your own thoughts and feelings better. It can even help you sleep better at night. If sitting still is hard for you, you can try a moving meditation. Go for a walk and really focus on how your feet feel touching the ground or how the air feels on your skin. You can also use apps like Headspace or Calm, which have guided meditations specifically for teens. Remember, meditation isn't about clearing your mind completely. It's about learning to be okay with whatever thoughts come up without getting caught up in them. So tomorrow morning, give it a try. Just 5 minutes. Who knows? You might discover your new favorite way to start the day. 6. Read some wise words. Alright, now we're going to talk about feeding your brain with some wisdom. Don't worry, we're not talking about boring textbooks here. We're talking about short, powerful ideas that can change how you see the world. The Stoics wrote down a lot of their thoughts, and people still read them today because they're super helpful. It's like getting advice from the wisest person you know, but from thousands of years ago. Here's how you can do this. 1. Find a book of Stoic quotes. You can get these at the library or find them online. 2. Each morning, read just one quote. 3. Think about what it means and how it might apply to your life. For example, check out this quote from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. What do you think he means? Maybe he's saying that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we think about it. That's pretty powerful, right? Or how about this one from Epictetus? It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is like saying, it's not about the cards you're dealt, but how you play them. It reminds us that even when bad stuff happens, we have a choice in how we respond. Reading these quotes is like getting a daily dose of wisdom. It's a way to start your day with some deep thoughts that can help you handle whatever comes your way. You don't have to agree with everything you read. The point is to think about it. Ask yourself, what does this mean to me? How could I use this idea in my life today? Do I agree or disagree with this? Why? You might want to write your thoughts about the quote in your journal, or talk about it with a friend or family member. Remember, you're not trying to memorize these quotes. You're just letting them inspire you and make you think. So tomorrow morning, read a quote. Spend a few minutes thinking about it. You might be surprised at how a few words can change your whole day. 7. Practice Amor Fati. Love of fate. Now we're going to talk about a cool idea with a fancy name, Amor Fati. It's Latin and it means love of fate, or love of what happens. This might sound weird at first. Love everything that happens, even the bad stuff. But hang on, because this idea is pretty powerful. Epictetus, one of the big Stoic thinkers, said, "Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well." What he's saying is that instead of getting upset when things don't go our way, we should try to embrace whatever happens. It's like turning lemons into lemonade, but for your whole life. Here's how you can practice Amor Fati. 1. When something unexpected happens, instead of thinking, why me? Try thinking, how can I learn from this? 2. Look for the good in tough situations. Maybe you failed a test, but now you know what areas you need to study more. 4. Try to see your day as a series of opportunities rather than a series of tasks or obstacles. 3. Remember that challenges help us grow. Just like working out makes your muscles stronger, dealing with problems makes your mind stronger. For example, let's say you miss the bus. Instead of getting mad, you could think, now I have a chance to get some extra steps in by walking. This gives me time to listen to that podcast I've been meaning to check out. I can practice staying calm in a frustrating situation. Amor Fati doesn't mean you have to be happy about bad things. It just means you accept them and look for ways to make the best of them. It's like being in a play. You can't change the script, but you can choose how to act your part. Amor Fati is about giving your best performance, no matter what scene you're in. This mindset can make you more resilient. When you're not fighting against reality all the time, you have more energy to deal with what's actually happening. Remember, practicing Amor Fati is just that, a practice. You won't be perfect at it right away, and that's okay. The goal is to get a little better each day. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, try saying to yourself, Whatever happens today, I'll find a way to make it work for me. That's a more fatty in action. 8. Express gratitude. Let's talk about something that might sound simple but is actually super powerful: being grateful. It's like having a secret superpower that can make you happier and more positive. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." In other words, instead of being sad about what we don't have, we should be happy about what we do have. It's like focusing on the donuts instead of the donut holes. Here's how you can practice gratitude each morning. 1. Think of 3 things you're thankful for. They can be big things, like having a family that loves you, or small things. 2. Write these things down in your journal. Writing them makes them more real and helps you remember them. 3. Really feel the gratitude. Don't just list things, but think about why you're grateful for them. For example, instead of just writing, "I'm grateful for my dog," you could write, "I'm grateful for my dog because she always makes me smile when I'm feeling down." You might be thinking, but what if I can't think of anything to be grateful for? Well, here's a secret. There's always something. Even on the worst days, you can be grateful for basics like having enough food to eat, having a roof over your head, being able to breathe, having the ability to learn and grow. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It just means balancing out the negative stuff by noticing the positive stuff too. Here's why gratitude is so awesome. It makes you happier. When you focus on good things, you feel better. It helps you deal with tough times. Remembering the good stuff can help you get through the bad stuff. It improves your relationships. When you appreciate people, they can feel it, and it makes your connection stronger. It can even be good for your health. Some studies show that grateful people sleep better and have stronger immune systems. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. At first, it might be hard to think of things to be grateful for, but the more you practice, the easier it gets. So tomorrow morning, try it out. What are 3 things you're grateful for? Big or small, silly or serious? Write them down. You might be surprised at how much better your day goes when you start it with gratitude. 9. Cultivate self-awareness. Now, let's talk about something really important: getting to know yourself better. This is called self-awareness, and it's like having a superpower that helps you understand why you do the things you do. Epictetus, one of the wise Stoic guys, said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." What he means is that to get better, we need to be okay with admitting we don't know everything and that we make mistakes. Here's how you can practice self-awareness each morning. 1. Ask yourself some questions. Like, how am I feeling right now? What's the most important thing to me today? What's one thing I want to do better? 2. Be honest with yourself. It's tempting to ignore the stuff we don't like about ourselves, but that doesn't help us grow. 3. Notice your thoughts and feelings without judging them. It's like being a scientist studying yourself. For example, you might notice you're feeling nervous about a test. Instead of thinking, "I shouldn't be nervous, that's stupid," just observe it. I'm feeling nervous. Interesting. Self-awareness isn't about beating yourself up for your mistakes. It's about understanding yourself better so you can make better choices. Here's why self-awareness is awesome. It helps you make better decisions. When you know yourself, you know what's right for you. It improves your relationships. Understanding your own feelings helps you understand others better too. It helps you learn and grow. When you know your strengths and weaknesses, you know what to work on. It can make you happier. When you understand why you feel certain ways, you can handle your emotions better. One cool way to practice self-awareness is to imagine you're your own best friend. What advice would you give yourself? What would you say to encourage yourself? Remember, nobody's perfect. The goal isn't to be flawless. It's to understand yourself better and keep improving. So tomorrow morning, take a few minutes to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What's going on in your mind? You might be surprised at what you discover. 10. Set simple affirmations. Okay, let's wrap up with something fun and powerful. Setting a simple affirmation for your day. An affirmation is like a little pep talk you give yourself. The Stoics were big on the idea of controlling your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Here's how you can create and use affirmations. 1. Choose one of the 4 main Stoic virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, or self-control. 2. Make a simple statement based on that virtue. For example, wisdom: today, I will learn from everything that happens. Justice: I will treat everyone fairly today. Courage: I will face my challenges bravely. Self-control: I will stay calm even when things get tough. 3. Write your affirmation down or set it as your phone wallpaper. 4. Repeat it to yourself throughout the day, especially when you face challenges. The cool thing about affirmations is that they're like programming your brain. The more you repeat something, the more your brain believes it. But here's the important part. Your affirmation should be something you believe is possible. If you say, "I'm the smartest person in the world," your brain will probably go, "Yeah, right." But if you say, "I'm always learning and growing," that's something you can believe and work towards. Affirmations can help you in lots of ways. They boost your confidence. Reminding yourself of your strengths feels good. They help you stay focused on your goals. They can calm you down when you're stressed. They remind you of the person you want to be. You can change your affirmation every day or keep the same one for a week. It's up to you. Remember, the goal isn't to pretend everything is perfect. It's to remind yourself of your strengths and values so you can live up to them. So, tomorrow morning, choose your affirmation. Say it out loud, write it down, or both. Then, as you go through your day, repeat it to yourself. It might feel a bit silly at first, but give it a try. You might be surprised at how powerful a few simple words can be. And there you have it. These 10 morning habits, inspired by ancient Stoic wisdom, can help you start your day with purpose, strength, and a positive mindset. Remember, you don't have to do all of these every single day. Even picking 1 or 2 can make a big difference. The most important thing is to be consistent. Small actions, repeated every day, can lead to big changes over time. So, which one will you try tomorrow morning? The choice is yours. Here's to making every day a little bit better. All right, it's your turn now. Take these Stoic principles and try them out in your daily life. Start with just 1 or 2 and see how they change your day. And hey, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us which habit you're going to try first. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more life-changing wisdom. Let's grow together.